Hello, and a warm welcome to World This Week by latestlaws.com. This is a weekly program, so hit the bell icon to get notifications for new videos. I will be taking you through the significant orders and judgments passed by various courts in the country and some important international news from this week. Let's begin with the Supreme Court this week. While expressing strong disapproval of a petition seeking criminal prosecution of sitting and former High Court judges as well as members of the Central Administrative Tribunal, the Supreme Court observed that such an attempt amounted to a scandalous misuse of judicial process and appointed former judge and senior advocate Dr. S. Muralidhar as amicus curiae to assist the court. The continuance of marriage shall only fuel animosity and litigation between the parties, which runs contrary to the ethos of matrimonial harmony envisioned by the law. The Supreme Court has granted a decree of divorce to a couple that had remained separated for over 16 years, invoking its powers under Article 142 of the Constitution to dissolve the marriage on the ground of irretrievable breakdown. The court stressed that where dignity, mutual respect, and companionship have irreversibly collapsed, continuing a dead marriage would serve no constructive legal or social purpose. The Supreme Court dismissed an appeal seeking to quash criminal proceedings against a builder who allegedly raised a 4-storied commercial building in a prohibited zone by misusing a renovation permit granted by the Thiruvananthapuram Municipal Corporation. The court held that the appellant acted in conspiracy with municipal officials to bypass building regulations and observed that from the very beginning, the appellant acted in conspiracy, giving a facade of legitimacy to his fraudulent actions. While hearing a plea alleging harassment over the feeding of stray dogs in Noida, asked the petitioner, "Why don't you feed them in your own house?" A bench comprising Justice Vikram Nath and Justice Sandeep Mehta made the observation during a hearing of a plea challenging a March 2025 order of the Allahabad High Court. The petitioner alleged they were being harassed for feeding community dogs in accordance with the Animal Birth Control Rules, 2023. Now, let's get an overview of the High Courts. The Bombay High Court rejected a plea filed by an Indian couple seeking to adopt their relative's child who holds American citizenship, emphasizing that Indian laws do not recognize such adoption unless the child qualifies under specific legal categories defined by the Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Children Act, 2015. In a strongly worded order, the Punjab and Haryana High Court has transferred the investigation into the alleged assault on Colonel Pushpinder Singh Bath and his son to the Central Bureau of Investigation, observing that the special investigation team led by the Chandigarh police conducted a tainted probe and acted in a manner intended to shield the accused Punjab police officials. In an interim order, the High Court of Bombay restrained the Mumbai Municipal Corporation from demolishing any of the old heritage Kabutarkhanas in the metropolis. However, a bench of Justice G. S. Kulkarni and Justice Arif Doctor made it clear it cannot permit feeding of pigeons twice a day as sought by a few citizens who had challenged the civic body's action to curtail Kabutarkhanas. The Jammu and Kashmir High Court reiterated that arbitrary withholding of payment for completed work amounts to an unreasonable and unfair act, violative of Article 14 of the Constitution. The decision came in a writ petition filed by a small-scale industrial unit challenging the non-payment of dues for work executed under a government supply order. The court firmly held that once the work is completed in accordance with the contractual terms, the concerned authority is duty-bound to release the payment. Importantly, the court observed, arbitrary denial of due payment after completion of work is not only illegal but hits at the root of fairness enshrined in Article 14. In the end, we have miscellaneous news. The Court of Special Judge, CBI cases. Jodhpur has convicted and sentenced Shri Surinder Kumar Soni, the then manager, National Highways Authority of India, Chittorgarh, Rajasthan, to 4 years of imprisonment with a fine of Rs 41,65,000 in a disproportionate assets case. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. This is a weekly program, and to get more information, please check the description box for weekly updates. Like and subscribe to our channel.